Okay. So this is something that I've talked about a little bit before, and I thought about it yesterday, but there are people who don't live that long, who, whether it be a disease or their day to stop existing is just less than 30 years from now, or any of the other reasons to no longer live. And over the past 2 years, I've been spending time just learning things. A lot of different things like coding, a bit of other languages. And what I'm realizing is our education system is absolute garbage. It's it's like our education system is set up to make as much money off you as possible. And that's it. It's not really meant to teach you. It's not meant to prepare you for anything. All of that stuff is just a side effect of what it's meant for. Because there's so many topics, so many things that if you were taught it the correct way, you would be able to learn what it is you need to know and then continue using that throughout your life, and you just wouldn't learn anything that you're not most likely to use unless you choose to. And education system set up more towards that would only take about 5 years of your life, 10 years. It wouldn't be this thing where you start off as a kid, then you grow up with all these people that you don't know, and then you go to this place almost every day, subtracting the weekends and holidays. And then if you don't want to be there anymore, you have no option unless your family's rich. It's just disgusting on how you all treat each other. On top of the fact that y'all claim to have all these Harvard students and astrophysicists and all these therapists and high IQ people, but y'all can't come together and at least care about people who aren't going to be here for 30 years, who aren't going to be here for 40, 50, 70 years. The education system now is a huge waste of these people's time. Because there's some people who just drop dead, you know what I mean? There's some people who just stop existing. They have different body failures, just not really, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about obese people and all those different things. I'm talking about the people who you're just not gonna live more than 2 or 3 decades. And it's about your DNA and stuff. Like those people specifically, and the people who can't afford to sit around in school for 20, 30 years, can't afford to go to college, It's a huge waste of their time because more than half of them could go and learn a skill, any skill really, and then go make money and then pay for themselves to have some school. And it's like, it's just, it's disgusting how you guys pretend to such a degree to care about really anything. But I made this video because my brother's girlfriend died a day ago, and they had been in school together, and then now they're in college now. And if our school systems were set up in a way that was geared more towards you going and learning and then living your life, then maybe they wouldn't have met. Maybe they would have met and been able to have more time enjoying each other. But at least for now, everyone in a situation like that, where, well, someone they know or whoever they met or whatever they're doing, they're not going to be around 20, 30 years from now. So it's just a waste of their time. Because life is really simple. You don't really need to spend 18, 20 years learning some of the shit that people go to school for. The reality is that we could have a way better education system for everyone, every continent, every type of person, if people just gave a shit more instead of not at all. But I was just thinking about all that type of stuff. It was before she died, but I guess that's what made me want to make this version of that video.